Through the back, we have a particularly special room. This is what we call Jane's room. Jane Fielder was the artist who ran the shop for many years, and she still looks after that part. On this wall we have mainly prints, ready framed. They could be done to order. It's official. Bingley loves walkers. Her titles and the stories behind the pictures had an extra bit of novelty to them. Nightline Saltaire, Grand Finale Bingley, The Old School Park Road Bingley, Anyone Home, Old Main Street Bingley, Wildflowers Hewenden, Old Main Street Bingley, and Red Sprinkling Saltaire. A Magical Place, Shipley Glen, the tramway. The Inquisitive Man, Saltaire. A small version of Let There Be Chimneys. Inquisitive Blackbirds, Hewenden. Magic Glow Saltaire. Apologies for the reflections on these. Lucy. A print of 3 Rise Cows, Bingley. From the golf course near Beckfoot Bridge. Bingley, that is. I think it's the third and possibly final meeting, Saltaire. If you need the stories behind these, you'll have to ask Jane. The Most Peaceful Place, from the balcony. This is titled 118,000 offices to let. The old Bradford and Bingley building in the town. The birds chase the cat. And thank you, bats. In the window, one of Kate Stewart's hangings, lilies. A Richard Davis spine. Darrell Avane's Product of Human Thought. Another winged form. More Darrell Avanes. A 7 hands design work, free machining, Go Gently. And Liz Holt's A Piece for a Japanese Garden, coiled stoneware. On the wall behind we've got some rather extraordinary works by Dan Shiel, made up of multiple images combined into fantasy landscapes. The Arch of Leaves. the Arch of Flags, the Arch of Bells, the Arch of Sails, a selection of Jane Fielder's works. Her works are available ready mounted rather than as well as framed. This is a print from her new work featuring Bradford City's Ground Valley Parade with a claret and amber sky sunset. This is Hewington Reservoir, entitled Push Me, Pull You, of this apparent single creature in the middle. Jane has an amazing eye for little details that most of us wouldn't notice. Tube legs. These are all now original works by Jane, framed and ready to go. Flyaway washing. George, Mildred and the Family at Hainsworth Boatyard. George and Mildred are the swans. I had that wrong for some time. Nettles, sorrel, jack by the hedge with dog walkers. This is the original paint crayon and pastel on silk of the inquisitive blackbirds, Hewington. And again the original version, slightly larger, of It's Official, Bingley Loves Walkers. Night Stroll Bingley, watercolour. Most of these works are watercolour, but this one, The Most Beautiful Place, looking from Eldwick towards Bingley, is actually an acrylic. The Arch, St David's Folly, Willesden. Ruin Bankwoods. From the golf course near Beckfoot Bridge, Bingley. And trees in the Prince of Wales Park. A little bit of a break from Jane. This is our last example of Judith Levin's work. Judith, very much known for her moorland scenes, beautifully soft, but always with that sense of distance. And this is called Solitude, Late Afternoon. Misty again is one of mine. This one's actually entitled Smoggy Shipley Sunset, and it's after one of Bill King's original photos, taken in this case in the 1950s, although it looks more like the Victorian age. The table has 3 of Cass Bonson's West Riding works, 2 of her bowls nearer here. Towards the back is a Seven Hands design, Misty Morning. Finally down below, two sycamore leaves from Sharon Heap. I'm looking forward to displaying these alongside my tree paintings when I have an exhibition. Maybe of interest to anyone that I through Dandy Art House, have produced a series of mugs showing local scenes. The Three Peaks feature quite a lot. We've got Robin Hood's Bay, Malham Cove, Roberts Park. Even our own Bowling Green Mill, the Dam Art Factory. Bit of other merchandise here includes the calendar, which is pretty much out of date now, glass chopping boards and coasters, again produced by Dandy Art House. And a browser. In this case, these are Claire Caulfield's work, Bingley-based artist, but depicting scenes from local and further afield. One of my poppy works peeking out. Another Kate Stewart, in this case fabric and embroidery onto copper mesh. Clark Avery, a locomotive subject here. Age of Steam, Halifax. Two Small Heads by Mick Kirby-Geddes. And finally, yet again, Jane Fielder, Putting the Leaves Back from the Best Balcony, Limefield Mill, Bingley. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the tour.